for some reason. Let's give it 2 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, good to see you still, man.
Nice to see you too, brother.
Filming, man. When I'm ready, I'm gonna have we'll do a proper interview and thing. This is just like man's just talking now. This is taking 300 episodes, man. That's crazy. It's a lot of work.
300, fam.
Yeah, man. And tell me when you're ready.
Can you hear the music? What's poppin', brother?
I'm good, man. God is good. Mice is nice, man. You know?
Yo, thank you, man.
Just doing some things, you know? Not in New York, not in New Jersey, but New Brunswick, baby. I'm here in the East Coast. You know, I got my radio show out here. I'm filming some projects, some TV projects. I just finished season 2 of Race Against the Tide.
Yeah. So, can you break that down to us? Because I was looking on Instagram. I'm like, yo, what's this TV show? You're in the ocean or you're on the water somewhere. I'm like, what's going on, Stro?
Yeah, man. It's called Race Against the Tide. Basically, the world's greatest sand sculptors come together, and they got a clash, you know. And I was interested in doing that because when they stepped to me, it was like I wanted to do something outside the parameters of music, you know, or especially the parameters of hip hop. Because if I'm continuing to do just that, then I'm limiting my growth. You see what I'm saying? So when I heard it, I knew absolutely nothing about this. I was like, let me try to take a step. Yeah. And it turned out to be dope. It's the #1 show Sunday nights. Canada, man. Like, that's crazy. #1 Canadian show throughout the summer, man. So great opportunity for me, man. But you know, the foundation is hip hop, and we love hip hop. So it's just good to see how we can diversify and go different ways. You know what I'm saying? But knowing that the launching pad, the catalyst for all of this, you know, was the genre of music that we're in right now. You know what I mean? So,
no, man, it's a beautiful thing, man. And I appreciate you having this quick conversation with me. I just wanted to tap in with you because we're on our 300th episode. We're going into our 6th. Man. Thank you, man. We're going into our 6th year. And I just wanted to get some, like, you know, some advice from some different people who have been in this game, who have experiences and stuff like that, right? Like, I just have a couple questions, like, regarding with you and, like, with what we're doing over here with the network, right? So, for example, like, as a man who's been in the game and you've had a lot of different peaks and goals that you've been able to achieve, what's one time that you were like, you know what, I made it? Like, when you realized, or, you know, there's a few times that you probably did, but give me one time where you're like, you know what, you're looking around the scenery and you're like, yeah, I made it.
Yeah, the one time I remember in Scarborough, there's a club called Falcon's Nest.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying this was like Markham and Ellesmere. It's like back in the days, man. You know, I met with my man Farley Flex, and we just put on like Let Your Backbone Slide just came out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't even think it went gold yet or nothing. But we were in the club and the DJ mixed Heavy D and the Boys with I'll Be Sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This record, I want somebody to love me for me. So I remember Farley's talking, we were talking, all of a sudden his eyes just got big. I'm like, what's wrong with this dude? You know what I'm saying? And then I'm listening, the DJ was actually mixing my record in. And Heavy D at the time, that was like, he was the Don Dada. Like, you know what I mean? He was the man. You know, and that was the first time we ever heard a Canadian hip hop record mixed in a club. You know what I mean? With all the homies there, we were jumping around the club like clowns, man. Like, wow, we actually did this. It was, I can't remember the first time I heard it on radio. I can't remember the first time I heard it, like, people's reaction in clubs and stuff like that per se. I know a couple of the big memory to me was Falcon's Nest in Scarborough. When I heard that in the club, the record it was mixed in with, I was like, yo, fam, yo.
It's just seamless. You're like, it was like one of the at that point, you're just one of them at this point. You know what I'm saying? You're in.
Yeah. Well, I already did my thing in terms of like Toronto and all that. Like, yeah, I got a hit record. You know what I'm saying? Like the first hit record. So it didn't really hit until I heard it mixed in the club with Heavy D and the Boy. When I heard it in the club and you hear now bass and you seen people dance to your joint for the first time, that was like, yo. Now, and the thing is, it wasn't like I made it. It's like we made it. That's what I was thinking. It's like, yo, we're doing this, man.
Yeah.
Toronto's official with hip hop, like no doubt, you know, no doubt. So that was a real moment for me, and I realized, like, okay, not only I could do it, we can all do this, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just glad it's the first. I'm just glad it's the first joint.
That's beautiful, man. And the last thing I want to, because I don't want to keep you too long, right? As we're going along in the game, right? As a man of experience, who's experienced success in the game and stuff like that, right? What's one piece of advice you have for us as we move forward and attain more success in the game, bro?
Remember where you started, right? And remember your goals and your objectives, and don't try to veer out from that. You know what I'm saying? Maintain friendships, maintain relationships, build on that. You could, it's one thing to expand your brand while you extend your brand. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I think that's very important for you guys to know that you guys came a long way. But just remember, like a lot of times when you do TV shows and stuff like that, you see the first 2 seasons is dope. And then writers get excited or they're trying to do other things. And then the character becomes a caricature. You don't want to become a caricature of your character. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying?
That's such a jewel, man. You just put chills up my spine. You don't want to become a caricature of a character.
Do not become a caricature of your character. Understand what I'm saying? So in other words, you guys were based on foundation. Understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. What are the 3 words of your group? What's it called? Of your podcast? What's it called?
World's Most Smoked Out Podcast.
No, but the next one's called what? We
love hip hop.
We love hip hop, man. You see what I'm saying? So never forget that. That's the foundation out of everything. And that's who you are. Do not become a caricature of that. So no matter what, of course, you're going to expand and do different things. Like you see me, I'll do my acting. I'll do whatever like that. But I know I got a reference point. Mm-hmm. You know, my reference point is trying to be the greatest I could be within this. And that's what separates me from us from a lot of people trying to venture off and do certain things. We got transferable skills. Yeah. That transferable skill we have is the skill of the hustle. You see what I'm saying?
No,
you know how to hustle. You know, you understand? A lot of my acting friends, they're waiting for the agent to call them and tell them they got an audition, which is cool. But how about instead of waiting for opportunities, you're making opportunities happen, man.
Yeah.
And that's what I see with you. And just remember that. Just remember that you guys work so hard. This is your 300 episodes. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, man. We're plugging away.
Episodes. Yeah, man. And you continue, giving people a voice, these young artists, and, old cats like me. That's cool too. But I'm glad you're giving a voice to like the young cats coming up, doing big things,
No, man, I appreciate that jewel right there, fam. I will take that jewel, wear it proudly, you know what I'm saying? And then put it to use, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always appreciate not even just the conversation that we have on camera, on air, the behind the scenes conversations that we have. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the real ish right there. This is just for like the masses. You know what I'm saying? We're putting this out there, but it's like stuff that I put you on and stuff that you put me on to, like that. We're keeping each other sharp, and we don't have to watch certain things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
But this is the main thing right here. This is like, I just got to tell you guys congratulations, because that took a lot of work. You got to think about all the times you try to interview somebody and you don't come through.
Yeah.
Or you're trying to get a hold of somebody, but you can't get a hold of them. Then you got to think, okay, if I interview this person over here like this, I got to make sure I got such, because you're going to hear from it from the other side of town. And then if you do too much on one side, then the next side, they're like, I'm sure you got mans in your ear saying, I'm sure you have mans in your ear. I talked to Master T about this. I'm sure you have mans in your ear saying, yo, fam, don't interview that guy. Don't interview that person over there like that. You know what I mean?
You know what? To be honest, I have been blessed to not have that.
You're lucky. You're lucky.
To not interview, but the results of interviews, I've had people be like, yo, why did you interview that motherfucker? Okay,
so you see what I'm saying? It's the same toxicity. You understand what I'm saying? Right? Master G was telling me, like, Mans would tell me, don't play this guy's video, eh? Like, people coming, and he's like, dude, I'm trying to do a thing, like, for everybody.
Yeah.
So, but you're saying the same thing, because you're not, you're accessible, but you're not that accessible.
Yeah, straight up.
That's all that is. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's just real talk, man. And just all of us as public figures who are doing things, you have the radio show. And before that, people are probably submitting demos like crazy to you over the years. it's like you just have to be able to be diplomatic and sift through and you know,
well, to be quite honest, me from an OG perspective, I play whoever I want to play. I don't really care. You know, I think there's a point in my life and my career, just settle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With that one, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's an honor to still be here doing things. You know, that OVO show that, you know, was great for the summer.
Yes.
You know, and it was at history. My slogan is don't make records, make history. So we love hip hop. You guys are making history right now, you know. Friday Ricky, you know, you're making history right now. Every day you're adding on to your legacy, because legacy work is not just when there's a reunion party come true. Legacy work is something that happens daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly. You know what I'm saying? So you celebrating this milestone right here. It's for the blood, sweat, and tears you put in before the 300 episodes. You know what I mean?
No, man. I listen, King, I really appreciate you giving me these kind words and for the whole network, on the behalf of the whole network, man, because I felt it was really important to get that interview with you. I think it was around episode 100 or something like that. It was a milestone episode around the time when we interviewed you too. But that first interview was an honor to me, because to be able to have Maestro Fresh West in the catalog is like important. If I didn't have an interview with Maestro Fresh West, I'd be fucking up right now. You understand? I'm talking about the first one that we had. Like, if that first thing, the interview never happened, as a hip hop network in Canada, we'd be fucking up, bro.
Yeah, but then there's a lot of times too, so how accessible am I to you? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people give you the runaround or whatever like that. You know, I'm at the point now in life where it's like, listen, man, here to take this and run with it, man. My legacy is cemented. Let's just continue growing, continue working, and just adding on. And this is what we're doing right now, because it was episode 299, right? Now you added on to episode 300.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Man, congratulations. And we chop it up real soon, though, you know?
Yes, sir. And yeah, right, man, thank you for tapping in with me, Maestro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No doubt. Okay. Let me know when this comes out. And when you cut and paste it, I stumble a couple of times before you can fix that shit up. All right?
I got you, brother.
Okay, brother, please. All right, one.